set up, ready to go?
Yeah, sent out. Oh, I think actually sent out the link. All right, final 10 seconds. We will get this game number 4 started. Lady Rough Riders are going to be playing the Santa Clarita Lady Flyers. Last time I say that, Lady Flyers. We're going to have 12-minute runtime clock. I'm not runtime clock, stop clock. Holy, I hope it's not a runtime clock. Lady Rough Riders are going to be in the dark. Lady Flyers are going to be in the white, yellow, and blues. Looks like we have Jesse coming out here on point. Which means we have Maeve and Sammy. Maeve's on this near wall, Sammy's on the outside. Harper on beat. It's not. Good face-off win by Jesse. There's some little turnover there at the red line. Flyers pick it up. Harper O is chasing down the lone Flyer. Shot toward goal. Oh. There's some back and forth there. Harper S kicked it out of the crease. We're back in the neutral. Flyers reset. Harper O buries it across the blue line. Gets back in. It's down that far corner. Harper O is picking up. Looks like she's going to bank it back to Harper S. Harper S gets caught up right near the net. Harper S gets it up to Sammy. Sammy's looking for a good open pass. Goes right to Maeve. Oh, there's a defender on it. The puck is loose. The Lady Flyers were just watching it, just standing there. Georgia's waiting down here. We were still trying to get on the sides there, so we didn't rush back in. Georgia up to Maeve. Maeve over to Sammy. Sammy takes a shot on goal. There's a rebound. Lemon's down there. She rushed in. Puck went up to one of the forwards and got away. They bounced it off the official's glass there. Maddie Benish and Georgia's in. Benish passes it to open ice over here against the wall, and the Flyers stopped it. They tried to center it. Lemon flew in there, and it's down there in the corner trying to get control of the puck. Georgia helped her out, picked it up, brought it around the backside. She lost the puck at the red line. Oh, thank you, Benish. She came in and picked it up and got it up to Ori. Ori relayed it out across the red line, across the blue line. Holly had the speed. She flew in there. She just got back on side. Jesse's on the ice now. She buried it down deep into the corner. Ori got it to Collie. Collie got tied up. Harper S is on the ice. She saved that blue line. Looks like we have Harper O back there on the other far D. Collie takes a shot, hits right at the leg pads as they were closing. That is a shot and goal. 9:39. We'll have a face-off in the Lady Flyers. The Flyers. I just got to say the Flyers. Jesse's doing our face-off. Looks like we have Grayson and Sammy out there. Harper S tried to take a shot, but it went very wide. Sammy kicked it into, well, I thought it was going to be a centering pass. It's actually shot on goal, but Jesse was there for any kind of rebound. Another face-off. We are on the far circle. Jesse wins that face-off, gets over to Sammy. Sammy picked it up off the wall. Flyers bank it off the wall and gets past Harper O. Harper O got to it first in our zone. She gets it out. There is an offside call by the Flyers as they immediately kicked it in. It's like everybody changed out their lines. Lemon's in on point. Maeve is on the near wall. Looks like Ori's on the outside. But the lines are slightly different. They're not doing it in groups every time. Georgia and Benish are still on D. Georgia got it out once, back in, some more pickleball here. Flyers just stop it at the blue line and put it back in deep. Georgia's there first. She takes it behind the net, through the legs of a Flyer, but it gets right to a Flyer. It's intended to Maeve. Maeve picks it up, gets away from her. Lemon chases back as one of the lone Flyers comes in, tries to take a shot, and she whiffs the puck. We're right on the edge of the crease. Cora's in the net right now. All right, we picked it up again. Puck is across ice. Good pass from Georgia to Ori. Ori's taking it in from that far circle. She's around the back of the net. Takes a centering shot. It actually hit the leg pad. Ori picked up the rebound. There's another rebound. Come on, let's get it. Oh, just got away. Gets past Benish at the blue line, but Ori was already had the speed up. She stops it at our blue line. She gets it up to Maeve on this near wall. Maeve tries to stick it through the legs, but it didn't make it. Jessie flew onto the ice from the bench like a racer here. She's able to get a stick on it before any kind of good shot. Good pressure overall by the Lady Rough Riders as they were covering up, making sure there was no shots on Cora. Holly hops on the ice as she just does a turnover there at the red line. Puck gets back up to one of their defenders who races it into the zone. Holly's hacking with her shiny new stick. Harper S over to Jesse. Turn over there just on the other side of the red line. Jesse back to Sammy in our zone. Hits off the wall. Their defender picks it up. Holly gets a stick on it. Shiny new stick. Holly to Harper S. Harper S takes it across the blue line. She takes a shot up in the glove. There's a rebound. Oh, it's loose. Come on, Collie. Oh, the puck is still loose. Oh my gosh. Rebounds all day long. We'll take them. We're down to 6:56 in this first period. We have lots of opportunities with this goalie, it looks like, with rebounds. We have Georgia and Harper O back, or I'm sorry, Maddie Benish back here on D. Grayson, Lemon, and Ori out there on the front lines. Grayson swooped in there as Ori was getting beat up there at the bottom of the circle. Lemon's helping out here on this inside wall. Georgia gets a piece of it, but pass went right to one of the Lady Flyers. Ice all the way, puck all the way down for an icing. Down to 6:34. Girls got a good taste of waking up this morning when they walked out. 17 degrees here in Tennessee. Weather people say it feels like 4 degrees, and it just started snowing when we walked into this rink. A little bit different than the 60 degrees that we left Colorado with. Pucks back and forth across the Lady Flyers zone. Grayson coming over here trying to keep it in the zone, just got past, but Lemon caught it on this inside wall. It's right at the blue line. Get it over. Turn over there at the blue line. Got one coming against Georgia. Georgia gets a good poke check on it. Gets it over to Grayson. Grayson does some dangling as she's going between a couple of the girls. Puck's loose back there. Grayson's already on it, back behind the net. Sammy comes flying in. She does the centering pass, but Jessie got knocked off her skates right at the crease. Puck gets past Georgia at the blue line. Puck is on its way to no icing. Wow. All right, Luck's back out of our zone. Maeve kicks it a little bit ways out. She's chasing it down. She's there first. She outraced the Flyer. We're trying to get an open shot. There's some confusion. We had all the forwards there up front, a few feet apart. All right, puck is back out. They're taking it across the zone. Harper O gets a swing at that puck, causing the Flyer to lose possession. She gets down to the neutral zone. There's a reset. They try and pass forward. Jessie picks it up at the top of the Rough Riders circle. Jessie lost a stick. Uh-oh. I don't know. I think Jessie like tripped and then slid headfirst into the wall. Okay, she's up. She's okay. Might have knocked her for a loop. She's hopping off the ice. All right, we're going to have a face-off over there on the far circle, the Rough Rider zone. We have Harper, Collie, Ori, Lemon, and Harper O. Battle there right at the point. Shot on goal. Wow, great shot by the Flyers. And Cora got down in the nick of time. Another face-off here at 4:42 in that far circle. Lemon's on point. Good win by Lemon. She actually kicked it forward. Holly swooshed, flew in there. Gets it over to Ori. Ori gets all the way down to the goal line. She gets pinned against the wall. She's trying to shove the player out of the way. Lemon's down there helping her out. Let's go for the puck. Come on. They try and do a far pass along the outside wall. Harper O tied up two of the players. Just got out. Got past Lemon. Got past Ori. Harper and one of their players are going down that far circle. Harper ties her up just enough time for Lemon to swoop in there. She does a pass, but it goes right to one of the Flyers. The Flyers pull it out. Their coach is just screaming one of the girls' names over and over, waving her off. Grayson gets it into the zone. It gets down in this inside circle. Ori tries to get a stick on it, but just gets past the defender and Ori. Ori stays on her skates. The defender goes down. The ref takes a puck to the side of the ribs as Ori tries to pass it down the lane. Puck's loose. Harper S gets up to Grayson across the ice. Grayson pushes it into the zone toward the net. They try and pass it out. Maddie Bennett, just gets a stick at the blue line, but she passes back to Georgia. Georgia nails one of the Flyers mid-ice. All right, puck is loose going down into ours. Georgia's wrapping around. She's going on the outside in front of the Rough Riders bench. She hits one of our players as she's getting on the ice. Turnover here in the neutral zone. Jesse's back on. She gets it over to Georgia. Georgia up to Sammy. Sammy tries to get across that red line. One of their defenders gets a stick on it. All right, Georgia passes it open ice over here to Maeve. Right to the red line again. All right, back to Maddie Benish. She gets it across, goes right to the Flyers, but the Flyers ran into each other. Benish picked up the trash, backed up by Maeve. Sammy tries to get a stick. I'm not going to lie, it looks like we're losing steam out here. Another turnover here at the red line. It goes deep into our corner. Georgia picks it up. She puts it over into the corner. Flyers are there. Maeve tries to get to it. Yep, Maeve got it. She picked it up. She gets picked off right there at the top of this inside circle. More back and forth. Shot toward goal. Maddie Benish clips it so it doesn't go toward Cora. Shot on goal. You hear the thump as it hits the leg pad. It's a good shot. Cora got it. We're down to 1:46 in this first period. The first 10 or so minutes, first 9 minutes of that game, the Rough Riders were out there hot. And we're holding back here a little bit. Good face-off win by Lemon. Gets back all the way over into this inside circle. Harper bumps it up to Lemon. Lemon gets it past one. She's just down here in the wall here as she gets a penalty call against the Flyers on Miss Lemon. She's up and good. We're down to 1:28. We have a power play, first of this game. We have Jesse coming out, Collie, Harper O, Sammy, and Harper S. 1 minute penalty. Good win by Jesse. Jesse gets it to Collie. Collie bumps it over. The Lady Flyer flew forward. Harper team there stopped it momentarily. Harper S over to Sammy. Sammy's going in. She does some dangling. It didn't work through the last player there. Harper S gets to it first. She gets over in the corner. She gets pinned in the wall. Harper O picks it up. Flyers still sitting over there in the corner. Collie picks it up on this inside wall. Good pass. She tries to get past the ref, and the ref was in the way. Stopped our momentum there. He is still in the way here. All right, we got it turned over here at the red line. Jessie does some nice dangling. She falls and takes a balling accurate shot on the goalie. The goalie covers it up. 34.7 seconds left in this first period. 7 seconds left in this power play. That was a good hot minute there. Lemon's coming in on the center. Grayson's on wing. Ori's on wing. Georgia and Maddie Benish on D. Flyers pick it up on this power play. They take it all the way across the ice here. Benish poke checks just over the blue line. The puck was just sitting there. They push it forward. Ori gets knocked down over in that corner. She's missing her glove. Lemon's trying to get it out and across. We're down to 5 seconds. We got more pressure. Oh, thank you, Benish. I'm sorry, that was Georgia. Caught the centering pass just in time when that buzzer goes off. There's a white net with a shadow on it. I'm going to give excuses why I'm going blind. Pixelates the numbers on the jerseys, so I'm having a killer time trying to see numbers on jerseys. 30 seconds left and we'll get the second period started. Game is still 0-0. 8 shots on goal by Flyers, 6 shots by Rough Riders. Lady Rough Riders sound like they are amped up. That was a quick conversation from the coaches. Jesse's coming out to point. Sammy's looked like she's going to be on this near wall as we switch sides. Maeve's on the far side. Harper S and Andrea are out there on B. Got tied up. Flyers take it forward into our zone. Andrea's doing some good back pressure, shot on goal, but it hits the side of the net. Harper picks it up behind. She does a pass up to Sammy. Nice job, Sammy. She got just a couple touches there, but she was able to bump it up to Maeve. Maeve kicks it toward their net. That's a whistle as the Flyers goalie covered it up. Face off on the outside circle. Jesse's on point. Good win. She gets it right to Andrea. Andrea immediately takes a shot. Sam's getting caught up and off her skates. There we go. She's back up. Puck is loose. Looks like she's got time. Puck gets loose right at the far circle. Gets past Harper. They're across the red line. That was almost an offside call there. Flyers are down in our zone. Andrea's putting some good back pressure back behind the net. No goal. Pretty sure that was a goal, but Cora was fighting. I think she had her glove on the puck. The Flyers pushed her glove into past the goal line. We have Lemon coming on this face-off. Benish, Ori, Georgia. And ads. All right, we're out. Ori's on that race. She's there first. She picks it up. She's going in for back shot. Oh, bounce. There's a rebound. She tries to get a shot off. She's getting caught up. It's like a sword fight down there with all the sticks swatting at that puck. Puck is loose, goes all the way down to Cora. Puck is loose. Another shot and goal. Gets deflected off somebody. I don't know. It's a weird angle. Oh my God, the puck is loose. All right, Georgia kicks it out across the ice. It's going to be an icing, but who cares? The puck was within a foot of the goal line on Cora there for way too long. We're down to 10-14. Face off with Grayson this time. Grayson gets it over to Benish. Benish gets tied up. Georgia swoops in. Grayson ties it up. Oh my God, get the puck out of that area. Georgia to Grayson, puck is loose again there, right at the top of the point. Benish kicks it straight forward, goes back into the mix. They take a shot toward goal, but it goes wide. Benish wraps it all the way over into that corner. George is there first. Gets it to Colley. Colley tries to relay it in front of the bench. She ties up that player. Grayson's digging. Georgia smacks it. Colley is fighting for all she's worth. Puck is over the edge. That is an offside call on Flyers. Nice job. Looks like we have Andrea, Harper S., Sammy, Maeve, and Jessie. Jessie's on that faceoff. She gets over to Maeve. Maeve to Sammy. Sammy's taking it in. She's got 3 on her side, tries to do a shot, but she is so tied up with pressure. Puck is loose there. Down in that corner, it's just at their feet, and they're just shoving and pushing each other. Puck didn't move. All right, puck got past Andrea there at the blue line. Harper S. has got 2 in front of her. Andrea's on the back of 1. Shot on goal. The puck is loose. It bounced off Cora. We try and take a very slow shot. Puck is loose down the center. Let's go, Maeve. Get to it first. Maeve's on it. She takes a shot. Oh, she gets bad. Check there right at the last moment. Andrea saves that far blue line in front of the Rough Riders bench. First time worked, second time it got past. We have a Harper S. and one of the faster players on the Flyers getting down to that puck. It's nice and called against the Flyers. We're down to 8:28 in the second period. Still a 0-0 game. Lemon's on point. Looks like we have Ori Ads, Georgia, and Maddie Benish. Good win by Lemon. Gets over to Ads. Ads gets popped off her skates there. Georgia saves that blue line. Gets over to Ori. Ori's just getting tied up. And all right, Flyers get it out and across. Georgia picked up at the red line. She gets tied up at the red line. Puck gets loose. Ori gets to it first. Ads sweeps in there, gets a stick on it. Benish gets a stick on it. Ori got a stick on it. There's some just back and forth as the puck just tumbles everywhere. Georgia's in the rear and she picks it up. Gets up to Ad, turnover there at the red line. Gets back to Georgia. Georgia does a across the ice pass. Good pass to Ori. Ori slows it down as she goes into the zone. She gets tied up. Puck all the way across the ice. That is going to be an icing call again against the Flyers. We'll have a face-off on this near circle in the Flyers zone. You can hear the girls chuckling down there as one of the Rough Riders, I think, either fell coming off the bench or onto the ice. Face-off with Grayson. Grayson kicks it forward. Their D picked it up, but Harper O is on it quick. Oh, just got out. Benish gets a stick on it, pushes it right in front along the blue line. They put it all the way across. Benish puts it across. She dangles between two. She's in deep all the way to the goal line. It's almost behind the net. Nice job, Benish. Harper O gets a shot, hits backside of the net. Colley tries to get a shot off, but she gets caught up with the players on the edge of the crease. Grayson's over in that corner getting backed up by Colley. Oh no, Grayson's down. Colley's chopping with that shiny knee stick. Puck is out and across the red line already. Georgia ties up the players as they come across the blue line. Harper O gets back there quick. She puts it and wraps it around the wall. Grayson, there's battling there. Gets past Grayson, gets past Benish. Georgia takes a kick at it. Gets up to Maeve. Maeve, let's go. Oh, some back and forth as she tried to pass it across to hit one of the Flyers. Georgia picks it up again. She gets past one, past two. It's out of the zone. She gets it along the outside wall. One of their D picks it up. They go across the center ice. Maeve stops it from getting across the blue line once. Gets back to the D. Their D starts rushing it forward fast. She's fast. She takes a shot. Ricochet off of rebound off of Cora. Jesse kicks it forward along the outside wall. He was tumbling, so it slowed down. We have Maeve putting some pressure on. Jesse coming from the side. She saves the blue line just in time. We're down to 5:42 on the clock. As we have all of our forwards up there battling on this inside wall. Whoa, there's just a pile up. Jesse got landed on there right at the inside circle. Puck is loose. Jesse's up. Maddie Banish picks it up in her zone. She kicks it up and out. She's trying to get it across that red line. Gets kicked all the way back into our zone. No icing call against the Flyers. 5:10 on the clock. Andrea's on the puck. She puts it up against the wall, right up to Sammy. Beautiful pass by Andrea. Andrea across to Ads. It gets past her. It was a hot pass. Jesse saves that blue line. She drifts it in, gets over to Sammy. Sammy's setting up on the circle. Oh, puck is loose. Jesse's down on the ice. She's battling on the ice with one of the other players in front of their goalie. Puck is out. Gets back to Harper S. Harper S passes it forward. It bounces off Lemon. Lemon gets over to it here on this inside blue line. No offside call, which we'll take. Puck gets past, Ads kicks it back, gets past Ori. Andrea gets to it, but one of their Flyers caught it before it got out of the zone. Andrea to Ads, gets kicked back behind our net. Come on, pressure, girls, let's go. Gets past Harper. Ori catches it on this inside wall. And that is an offside call. Thank you, Flyers. .404 in the second period, 0-0. Lemon and Ori are down here battling out here on this inside wall. Gets back to Harper S. Georgia passes all the way across off the stick of the Flyers to Ori. Ori's down behind the net. Lemon comes in there and backs her out. I don't know who just got caught up and got flipped into the wall. Puck goes all the way back behind our net. Harper S has it. She's just getting hacked and whacked over there. She takes it all the way across. She goes off her skates. Puck is loose. Georgia gets to it. Gets over to Lemon here down on this wall. Battle right here at the red line. Gets up to Ori. Ori is just getting beat up and tossed around down there from the other players. We got a size difference between them and Ori. Looks like there was a offside call. We're down to 3:07. We have Grayson coming in here on point. Colley's on that far side with a shiny new stick. Harpero, Benish, and Andrea. Keep coming down into this near red line wall. I'm gonna have to start panning down more. Andrea back to Benish behind the net. She does a backhanded pass. Tries to get to Harper O. Flyers get to it first. Pass back behind the Cora again in the net. Colley tries to rip it along. Grayson's able to get it out. Flyers reset here right down below us. Another trip up there right near the ref. Puck is back in our far corner. Andrea kicks it, gets past everybody. That's an icing call against the Rough Riders, but that is all right. It was a pretty spicy line by the Flyers out there, putting a lot of pressure on the Rough Riders. We have Jesse coming out. Benish and Andrea are still on D. Looks like we have Maeve and Sammy coming out here for the Wings. Oh my goodness, the puck got back into that corner. They centered it and it was loose, and Rough Riders picked it up. Get back on side. There we go. Nice job, Maeve. She just got over the line before Jesse brought it in. Jesse's down that corner. She's got Bree. Gets to Sammy. Sammy does the shot toward goal where Jesse tried to get a shot off, but the timing wasn't right. Jesse's got it on this near wall. She tries to center it. Gets to Maeve. Maeve ricochets off the back of one of the other players. Puts the goal in place. Maeve, goal at 1:46 in the second period. Nice job, Maeve. Jesse Sammy out here. It's like Maeve's back out. Banish and Georgia back on D. Good win by Jesse. Gets over to Maeve. Gets back to Georgia. Turnover there right at this inside point. Banish picks it up on this inside circle. She's wrapping it around the net. She gets caught up on one of the players, but she gets a good pass to Sammy. Sammy just gets it out. Jesse gets to it first. Goes into the zone. Jesse plows through, gets it down on this inside circle. She tries to center it. We have ads on the doorstep with Sammy. Jesse's trying to get to it. Sammy puts a stick near it. Georgia kicks it in toward the net. Ads stops it at the face-off point here in this near circle. Sammy's got it. She is looking for an open player. She is just surrounded. Georgia gets a poke check on it, gets over there. She passes it. Sammy back passes it to Ads. Ads does the same. Just too much turnover there right at the point there. Georgia gets some good pressure. She gets to the puck off the stick. Puck gets loose. Lemon's on the thing, back and forth across that blue line. Can't do that. We're at 39 seconds in the second period. Offside call against the Flyers. Lady Rough Riders 1, Lady Flyers 0. Looks like we have Andrea and Harper S coming out here. Lemon's on point. Ori and Ads for the Wings. They're able to get the puck in. Andrea popped in there, gets it over the line. Ori's down here right at this red line, gets tied up. Flyers get it across. They pass beautifully right to Andrea. Andrea's getting across the red line. Flyers going to the wall. Ori's got it over there. She's got nearly the whole team on top of her. Puck gets past her. Flyers take it across the blue line. Andrea, bit of a back check. Harper gets a piece of it. Harper's stick gets nailed off of her, out of her hands at the last moment. Whew. That was our side cheering, thankfully. 2.5 seconds, shot on goal. Cora caught it just as Harper got her stick blown out of her hand. Face-off win by Lemon. Flyers get to it first as they rushed it, get it to the wall and centered it. That is the end of the second period. 60 seconds and we'll be right back. Seconds and we'll have that buzzard. You can almost hear Julia giving advice in what to do. Shauna and Corey down there. It's like the refs aren't ready either. They're still sitting on the bench. All right, here we go. Third and final period of this tournament. 12 minutes on the board. Jesse's coming out in point. Maeve's on this near wall. Sammy's far. Georgia and Benish coming out on this start of this period. Flyers win it. Jesse's faster. She pushes it forward. She's across the blue line, and that is offsides on the Rough Riders. We need all gas, no brakes here. 11:56 on that clock. That was 4 seconds. Jesse Wynn gets it over to Maeve. Maeve battles on this wall, gets past her. Georgia helps her out. Maeve backhands it into the zone. Flyers kick it all the way out. Maddie Benish picks it up. She pushes it forward to Jesse, gets past her, gets to the Flyers. Flyers trying to take it in. Maeve and Georgia stop it. Georgia's taking it all the way into the zone. She's on the inside circle. Side shot into the leg pad. Maeve takes a shot. Flyer picks it out of the air with her hand. Georgia plows one of the girls. Gets back to Maeve. Maeve takes another shot from that D line where George is normally at. We'll take it. Jesse wraps it around the outside. Maeve is getting to it first. Georgia's back on D on this inside wall. Maeve gets hit into the wall. Sammy gets up and over her stick. Benish gets a penalty call here right at the red line as she body checked the player. Benish is going to go hang out with Coach Shauna. We're down to 10:57 in this third period. We are on a penalty kill. Looks like we have Lemon on point, Harper S. Andrea, shot on goal. Oh, Olive's in the goal. She was able to smack it out. Oh my gosh, there's open ice for a shot. The puck is loose. Thankfully, Lemon was able to smack it out as it fell out on a rebound. Andrea's just fighting against two there, as you can see. Harper S picks it up. Take it out, Harper. Go, Harper. She's looking for an open pass. She gets it off Lemon to Ori. Lemon gets it in as she gets tripped up. Puck is turned over there right at the blue line. We've got one player taking it in. Ori's coming in from behind. Andrea's in front. Puck gets loose back behind the net. Centering pass. Andrea caught up the player so she didn't get a shot off. I gotta stop moving the camera. Harper stops the puck before it gets to Olive. Lemon's over there in the corner. Harper S picks it out. Pass one, pass two, gets loose again. Flyers take a shot. Olive kicks it away. We're down to 9:50. Harper barely gets a piece of it. Shot on goal again. Good shot. Olive stops it with the shoulder. Andrea picks up the trash. Passed right to Flyers. Flyers take another shot on goal. Andrea gets to it. Oh my God. They caught one of the rebounds. And they kicked the puck. They didn't kick it in. They hit the puck in. That is a goal at 9:33. Ties up this game with the Lady Flyers. I think I knocked the camera. I gotta tilt it. Give me 1 second. There we go. Jessie on face-off. She gets it back to Georgia. Georgia kicks it forward into the zone. I don't think I said it earlier, but this is for third place or bronze in this tournament for Can-Am. Georgia picks it up at the red line, some back and forth. She gets tied up, but she's at the point. She takes a shot on goal, hits the glove and out. Jessie's coming down here, gets to Maeve. Maeve's trying to get up to Georgia. Georgia chips it forward. It gets past really everybody. Maeve putting some good pressure there on this inside wall. We're back 5-on-5, by the way. Puck forward to Jessie. Jessie's got it in this inside circle. Puck gets back and chipped up. Flyers catch it first. We are chasing now. Maeve's on Benish is on. They get the puck away. Benish is battling down there. She gets it past one. She centers it. Georgia's there to pick it up. Gets past Georgia at the top of the circle. Oh my goodness. Benish to Jesse. Gets turned over behind the net. They're on the edge of the net. God, if I was a goalie, I'd be screaming, make it go away. Another turnover there at the far corner. Georgia kicks it. Oh, I thought she hit it over into the corner. Gets loose again. Oh my gosh. Another turnover there as they put it in deep behind our net. Georgia's got it. Tries to get out of the zone. Maeve gets caught up. They save it at the blue line. Gets back to Benish now. Nearly 2 minutes in our zone at this point. Puck is loose again with the Flyers. They center, it gets past, goes right to Maeve. Skate, Maeve, skate. They get a poke check on Maeve right at the red line. She kicks the puck back into the zone. Maeve's off. We're getting some fresh skaters in. Sammy keeps it in the zone. Grayson comes flying in. Sammy gets knocked off her skates. Andrea's down here battling. Colley's hacking with that shiny new stick. Colley's down. Oh, just gets past the red line. Andrea picks it up. She kicks it out up to Colley. Harper O catches it. She pushes it in. Grayson's there. Shot. Went wide. Colley centers it right to Harper O. Harper O gets it right off the side of the net. Oh my gosh. Their goalie went on the outside of the crease to cover it up. We're down to 6:58 in a tied up game. Grayson coming out for this face-off. Harper O on that far side. Harper S, Andrea on the D, and Colley and her shiny new sticks on this outside part of the circle. Colley gets to it first over here on this inside. Grayson's got it. She sends it to Harper. Their D's right there. Andrea covers it up. Puck is out. They're racing down the ice. Harper S is there putting some good pressure on this inside wall. They put the puck around the back. Grayson gets a piece of the stick. Harper S gets a piece of it. Oh, it just gets past her on the top of the circle. Another centering shot pass. That was not a pass. That was too hot. Colley's down here battling at this red line on their shiny new stick. Turnover there. Andrea kicks it forward to Colley. Colley's back at it against two. She's able to get it back into their zone at 6:10. Lemon's back there. Harper S. Oh, just gets past her on the yellow, on the blue line. Oh, it's past Colley. Andrea to Colley here. They're in our zone. Lemon's putting pressure on it. She's just getting shoved and grabbed and held. Falls on, I don't know who's over in that corner. Andrea got whacked into the ice there pretty hard. They blew the whistle. I think it was because it was under Andrea. All right, we got another face-off. We're down to 5:41. Looks like we have ads. Lemon, Georgia, Ori, and Benish. Benish is tying up one of the players so she couldn't get a centering shot. Ori gets caught up right at our bench blue line. She's able to kick it forward. One of their D picked it up. The D puts it down inside this inside wall. You see Georgia caught it just in time. She races in, puts a lot of pressure on. Ori backed up to back up Georgia on D. Adds swinging. Benish ties up one of the players in that far center point. Gets to Ori, doesn't get it out. Let's see. Backs to the Flyers, they center again. Georgia's got it again on the inside circle this time. She's just getting tied up here, right down. They both go down. There's some shoving and pushing. One of the girls just punched her. Now they're punching away. Nope. Now everyone's involved. And a lot of whistles. Whole bunch of whistles.
Both. Set up both! You better take the ball. They gotta both go!
Looks like George is going to go hang out with Coach Shauna, and number 98 is going to go hang out in their penalty box. We're down to 4:44 on the clock. We have Jesse on faceoff. We have a 5-on-5 still. Jesse wins the faceoff, gets back to Andrea. Andrea to Harper, but it goes a little up and high. Harper S gets to it first and hits it hard into their zone, but one of their D was right there to receive it. Pucks out across. Andrea saves our blue line, gets up to Maeve. Maeve gets it through them all. She is across the blue line. She's going in from that far shot. Shot goes wide. Sammy gets over here on this near wall. It's down. Jesse tries to do a centering shot. Their D was there first. Gets back to Andrea. Andrea tries to take a shot, but the puck was bouncing. All right, it's Andrea again. Take a shot, Andrea. Gets over to Harper. Harper takes a shot right off the leg pads. We got some dangling going on with Sammy down there. Andrea to Sammy. Sammy tries to tip it in, goes wide. Sammy gets it across. Oh my God, and it's across the blue line. We're down to 3:47 on this tie game. Andrea passed right back to the Flyers, right there at the red line. Jesse's coming from behind. She gets a piece of it. She's down there. She pushes it forward. Maeve to Sammy. Sammy's in the zone. She's at the top of the point. She passed one. Shot on goal, and it's right into the leg pads. That was a nice shot by Sammy. Unfortunately, a better save by the goalie. Girls are out of the box. That was a pretty short penalty for getting in punch each other in the face mask moment. We have Collie on this near wall, Grayson on the center. Flyers get it out past. Now he's coming in from this side. She gets a good poke check, shoulder check. Georgia saves the side of the edge of the, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Georgia on the side of the net. Olive is down on her punches. Grayson's trying to get it out and pass. Georgia's got it at the top of the circle. She gets it up. Come on, shiny new stick. There we go. Shiny new stick got it out and passed. Collie got it up to Harper O. Harper O, shot on goal. There's a rebound. Oh, Harper O flew in there for that rebound. That was a nice job. We're down to 2:49 in this game.
Let's go, girls.
We have Lemon coming out here, adds on this near, Ori on the far, Harper S and Andrea on D. Good win by Lemon, gets over to adds to Andrea to Lemon. Ori's on the doorstep. Oh, shot off the leg pads. There's a rebound. Flyers picked it up. They are skating out on this inside wall. Andrea gets plowed right at the red line by the player with her head down. Harper S picked up the puck back behind our net. Could have sworn I just heard a whistle. Harper S taking it all the way across. She's in the zone. Oh, just got turned over right at the blue line. She's skating it across. Puck is loose on our zone. We're down to 2:08. Andrea picks it up. Gets past Lemon. Up to Ori. Ori's taking it in off the Flyers skate. Ads kicks it. There we go. No, gets off to the Flyer again. Turnovers en masse. Jesse did a great pinch on the wall. Gets it over to Andrea. They take a shot toward goal. Puck is down in our corner as one of the defenders saved the blue line. Harper S got pinned up even though the puck was long gone. Jesse picks it up. She gets up to Ori, gets past Ori. Shot toward goal. It goes wide. We're down to 1:25 on this game now. Puck's at the top of the circle, this inside circle. Puck gets chipped forward. Harper kicks it out. She gets knocked off her skates. Gets to Ads. Ads takes it out of our zone. Nice job, Ads. Ads got one in front of her. Backed up by shot toward goal. Off the goalie's leg pad. Ori's there to catch up rebound off the back wall. Puck is loose. Georgia saves the blue line, kicks in toward the Flyers. Benish picks it up, kicks it back to Georgia. Georgia's looking for an open pass, goes across Flyers. D picks it up. Sammy pops in there right at the last minute, keeps it in the blue. Puck is out. Georgia stops it right at the red line. Sammy, Georgia kicks it in, goes into this near corner. We're at 37 seconds. Maeve gets pinched down there in the far corner. Sammy gets past Sammy behind the net. Puck is right at the top of the point. Benish catches it. Red line gives it to Grayson. Grayson's drifting it in. 20 seconds left. She's off her skates. Puck is loose. Sammy's got it. She's looking for an open shot from the point. Shot toward goal. Oh, right into the waiting glove. The clock kept going another second and a half. We're going to have a face-off 1-1 game. Last game of the tournament. Who's coming in? Jesse's coming in. Maeve is off. Grayson's in. Georgia and Benish. Shot on goal right. Grayson was on the doorstop. They just let the clock go way past. Everyone's screaming at the ref to put the seconds back on. Refs are putting it back. Oh, they put it back to 5 seconds. We'll take it. They brought in Harper S. for Benish. Puck is loose, gets over into that far corner, gets all the way past, all the way down. That is a tie game. A 10-minute overtime game. No timeouts. No substitutions allowed. Extra skater for a penalty?
Instead of 3-on-2.
All right, that was a lot to digest. She was reading off the rules for the... Looks like we have 10 minutes, no substitutions, no timeouts. If there's a penalty, the other team gets one additional player. After 10 minutes, we go into a shootout. Looks like we have Jesse on point, Sammy, and Harper S. Olive's in the net. All right, here we go. Jesse wins it, hits Harper S hard, gets up to Sammy. Sammy's in the zone. She's rushing forward. Shot just goes wide of the hole. Jesse picks it up in this corner. Puck gets out. Harper S picks it up. Harper S is going in, gets turned over. Jesse gets a back check, great back check. Their coach is just screaming incessantly something. Puck is loose right in our crease. Olive kicks it out. Harper picks it up behind the net. Harper's doing some dangling here. She takes it out of the zone. She passes it forward, but it gets off her stick loose. Jesse picks it up. We're down to 9:09 on this 10-minute period. Back from Jesse to Harper. Harper gets it into the zone. He gets back out. They've got a skater skating hard down. Jesse's coming in from the side. Puck is loose. Olive saves it. Harper picks it out of the crease. She gets pick. Sammy comes across, right across the center. Cover up by Olive. No substitutions. They tried to do a substitution. The ref is telling them no. And their coach is screaming at the girl. All right, Harper S puts it down into the neutral zone as they reset. We reset in the neutral. Harper S starts putting pressure on. She gets a pass. Pass one, pass two. She gets put into the wall. Jesse's put some pressure on. They bury it deep into our zone. Sammy's over there, or Lemon's out there. Flyers take a shot from the blue line. Puck off the side of the net. Another centering pass. Harper tries to screen. Goes off the edge of the glove. All right, Harper smacks it forward. Let's go. Come on, Harper versus one. Puck gets loose again. She's trying to get over into this corner. Puck gets past her. Looks like they can substitute. I'm not sure what that deal was like. Ori comes in from behind, cover up. That is a penalty against, well, I don't know, is it a penalty? Their coach is asking the official what the deal is. We have Georgia, Lemon, and Ori out there right now. A penalty shot. I'm sorry. Come on, Olive. Nice job, Olive. She stops. That clock is still counting down. Guess we're doing a run clock too. We're down to 5:50. Lemon gets that face-off win. Georgia takes it up on this inside wall. She is going fast. Puck is way out ahead of her. It's in the zone. Georgia's putting pressure on. Lemon's playing D for this cherry picker back here. Georgia's down. Come on, Georgia. There we go. She centers the pass right to Ori. Gets to a defender. Lemon catches up one of the players. It's a race. Ori is cutting hot down there. She centers it. Lemon is there. Oh my God, it bounces off Lemon right into Olive. Down to 5:10 on this overtime run clock. Lemon's coming on this face-off. Gets tied up. Good stick on Lemon. She gets a good poke check. Gets loose once, twice. Let's go, Lemon, go. Push it up. She tries to do a pass. It hits off one of the skates. Ori still gets it. It's out of the zone. Lemon's on the front. Turnover there right in front of the blue line. Harper S comes on the ice. She gets some skates on it. Puck is loose. She whacks it away. Don't get a penalty. We have Sammy versus Sammy, and it looks like Meg's out here. Shot on goal off of Olive. Come on, let's get pressure on him. Puck is all the way across the red line into their blue zone. Maeve's putting pressure on. They kick it in deep into our zone. We're down to the 4-minute mark. Harper S is on the one player. She kicks it forward, gets to their D, gets past. Oh my God, shot on goal. The puck is loose. Shot on goal. Maeve down here gets past, shot on goal. Olive covers it up. Thank goodness. Looks like we have Sammy doing the face-off here. Gets over to Maeve. Maeve to Harper. Harper kicks it back out. Puck gets turned over there. Good back pressure by Harper. Gets to Sammy. Sammy takes it into the zone. She pushes the pass. Goes into the corner. For 3 minutes, right to Maeve, right into the waiting glove of their goalie. That's a shot on goal and a face-off in their zone. Maeve tried to go off the ice, but we can't change out. Just no substitutions when the girls are tired is rough. Good face-off win by Sammy. Gets back to Harper. Harper takes a long shot right into the goal. There we go. She put it up in the top right corner. That is a win by the Lady Rough Riders at 2:40 in overtime against Santa Clarita Lady Flyers. Sorry if I screamed into everybody's ear. That's a great way to end the tournament. Whole team played awesome. I'm going to let the video run a little bit longer. Apparently there's so much buffer in the YouTube coming from this location that it will look like the video cuts off too soon. All right, Lady Rough Riders, 3rd place in this tournament. All right, that'll be the end of the stream. Thank you for watching.